YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage back in the Athens campaign, and we are one turn from surrender at Sparta. Or Spartan surrender, I should say. I'm not going to surrender at Sparta. And I've got a fleet moving in on the enemy here. I should probably expand this fleet. I have the money. Oh, 4 turns for armored marines. We'll just go with the standard ones here. Wow, I can recruit quite a few. So yeah, let's expand the size of this fleet pretty good so that we can really threaten the Boeotians here. Try and finish them off. I've poisoned the daylights out of their army here, which is a crappy army to begin with because they didn't have a proper, they didn't have proper settlements to support. Now they can still move half their range, unfortunately, but if they put to sea, my fleet is going to be able to annihilate them later. So Elis is going to be firmly in my control. Thermone's about to be in my control unless Corinth has something up their sleeve. And Sparta is about to be in my control as well. So some very key military victories here. We're about to control this province. We are nearly in control of this one. Melos is not technically under our control yet, but we could make it that way with our fleets and whatnot. They are a defensive ally for me though, so I might be able to just get them to join me in a military alliance. If not, I will have to destroy them. This will shortly be under my control as well, because we're going to take out the Achaean League. So we would control all those. We have almost enough military units. We have almost enough settlements. So we are in really good shape, actually, as far as potential victory conditions here. So we're not terribly far from it, all things considered. At least I don't feel like we are. Maybe we are, and I just don't know it. Okay, this spy can improve her poisoning. And let's see. What am I researching? This is going to give me the best farms. It'll be 10 turns to get that as well, which may not be bad because I could +7 to diplomacy. I just want to be able to build a ton of different buildings. This hippodrome would be helpful as well. So I think I'm going to research from here to here next. Cynicism, nice. Sophist teachings. Rhetoric, +10 to diplomacy with all factions. Interesting. Yeah, well, we're just going to keep up some of this research over time and hopefully help improve the status of our faction. Alright, so Sparta is going to come out in their defense, so this ought to be the last stand of Sparta if I play it right. If I lose to the AI here, then that's pretty pathetic. Their troops are pretty underwhelming, all things considered here. They're coming out weakened from a siege into the open ground. You can actually see Sparta in the background back there. It's pretty cool. Of course, it has walls, which probably not real accurate for this time period, if ever.
General! Militia!
There we go. Just going to completely surround the Spartans, go out of formation attack, get my archers ready in the center. Real standard formation here. Nothing else needed. Okay. Just going to start moving all my troops up.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
And the reinforcements will be their garrison, which ought to be pretty heavily damaged at this point as well, and should be coming from behind them to join the battle. Get down here and follow my hoplites across the fields outside of Sparta, getting ready to enter combat with what was once a powerful opponent. It has been severely weakened. Hella javelin men, Spartan youths. Okay, so their reinforcements coming are no big concern of mine. Okay, I'm in and moving up. I don't believe there's any royal Spartans in this. Yeah, there is. So they are going to be the targets for my archers.
Our general is under attack.
gonna just go ahead and charge all the enemy infantry. Collapse in here. Enemy cav is trying to break through and sneak to my skirmishers. The enemy general pulled back to get out of my range. Actually, a smart move. Let's go ahead and kill these helot archers. Engage these royal Spartans. Okay, I can just save my ammo at this point. Okay, so we've destroyed the enemy skirmishers with our light cav. I think I've got an angle onto those royal Spartans. And we can just come in here into a complete surrounding maneuver against the Spartans. And the enemy skirmishers have pulled too far in front of their lines, so I'm going to charge them down with my light cav. At least force them back. Enemy general is getting peppered with arrow fire and completely surrounded. And then the rest of the enemy troops are surrounded now as well. Just going to keep my light cav moving here. Keep chasing enemy units. We're going to end up destroying them there. So yeah, the Spartans in very, very bad shape here. I can use my war cry to try and get rid of one of their faltering units. Right there ought to do it. My light cav's not disengaging and it got killed. That's annoying. I hate it when your guys just get completely hung up in combat like that. Seems like they should have been pretty easily able to disengage there, but whatever. I can sacrifice a light cavalry on the altar of the total war gods here, I guess. Alright, so yeah, enemy Spartans completely surrounded. I'm going to just pick apart their incoming Spartan youth reinforcements. And this Spartan hoplite's going to be the same thing. Just going to shoot them to death with archers. They won't be able to survive that kind of bombardment. And I have some units to back off, or to keep them from rear charging my men who are in the surrounding maneuver. Okay, Spartan youths are going to die. I'm surprised they haven't routed already. They will now. Really? They got all the way into combat there, huh?
Break off! Back now!
Spartan youths fighting down to 18. Get my light cav away from those Spartan youths. And I'm going to hit the helot javelinmen.
Break for glory! General! As you command!
Okay.
Ready!
The remainder of the enemy troops are going down very quickly. Helot javelinmen eating a lot of archer fire. Let's move my archers around to finish off these Spartan hoplites. Spartan youths are outmatched everywhere. And then the last units they have here are just Spartan hoplites that are understandably holding out for quite a long time because none of my units are heavy attack. So the combat will take much longer here. And these Spartans here are about to eat a horrendous amount of missile fire. Seems like that's been the whole story for the Spartans and their wars against me, is getting shot in the back. Not being able to take advantage of their training. Something that I think came to be learned during the end of the medieval period, that a peasant with a musket can kill a very wealthy, well-trained knight. And it's a little bit harder to replace the knight than it is the peasant with the musket. So, definitely changed the way things worked. Okay, we researched the Anak order. See, I got a ton of money. Let's sponsor an athlete. Settlement captured. Let's subjugate Sparta. So Sparta should now be my client state. And I'm sure they still hate me in the diplomacy because of all the war that went on. But hopefully we can turn that around over time.
We are not known as patient people. Therefore,
but
welcome.
Unfortunately, because they're a client state and not a satrap, it's not certain whether all these other people will stop being at war with them. And Sparta maintains their relationship with Corinth in the Boeotian League, even though I made them a client. That doesn't make any sense. You're going to break your defensive alliance with Corinth. That I promise you. Yes, you're going to do it. Whatever, I'll start trading with them and see if we can turn around. I'm going to leave an army sitting right next to these guys just to make sure, because I don't see this going over well, and then Macedon can just come down here and try and go after them as well. So that doesn't work. Apparently I should have been using a mod that helped address that or something, because that's kind of broken, to be honest, the way that's working there. That's not right. Because you can't really have any way to dictate those terms. That's pretty frustrating, in fact. Let's keep sabotaging the Boeotians here. And we should be quite successful at it. Well, whatever. Close enough. Those guys are worthless. They're not going to be able to accomplish anything. And my garrison's quickly rebuilding at Elis. These guys are nearly ready to go after the Achaean League, which we need to do. We're about to have Thermone surrender to us. They don't look to have very good chances here. They keep trying to hinder that enemy agent. These guys are up here. They're going to suffer in the mountains. It's not going to be a good scenario for them. One more turn, and then I have quite a few more ships here to go after the Boeotians settlement here. They do have a decent little fleet and quite a few transports, so we'll want to get this fleet all stacked up. It is winter time, so understandably my income is going to go down since a lot of it is dependent on sustenance. I'm going to save, well, I'm not going to save any money. Let's just go ahead and build that. And we'll wait till the next turn, obviously, to expand that city. And then I think I had, I was going to go, was it cynicism? No, that's not what I was going to research. Yeah, it was from here to here, I think. So yeah, it's got to research that, indoor plumbing, and then these as well. So I think that'll be good. That'll open up some more building chains for me. Should be helpful. And we can make this guy better at training. And get this. Is this my general? Shots per minute. Movement speed for light cav. Authority. Authority when leading an army. Melee attack skill for all spear armed units. That's not going to hurt. And then more melee attack skill for spear armed units. So that'll get my guys to have some pretty nice melee attack here. We can levy from the Spartans, huh? I'll take a Spartan light cav. Same as mine. Big surprise. Okay. But, except we get to levy it up in one turn, which is pretty handy. I wonder if we can levy up Spartan hoplites. I'll have to give that a shot. So, Stinking Corinth is going to try a little quick counterattack here. It's fine. They can have it. I'm going to take Thermone from them, and then I'll easily double back and destroy them. So, really very little concern to me for them doing something like that. So, yeah, Thermone's going to be utterly destroyed here. And then I'm going to double back and destroy the other Corinthian army there. They're going to occupy Thermone. So Corinth is in very bad shape now. They have one small port settlement as their only settlement, and they're about to lose that. Sparta has been forced to become my subject. Though I don't know how that'll work out because, like I said, because of the weirdness of how diplomacy works in this game. Everybody still hates Sparta even though I subjugated them. Doesn't make sense at all. I like how the satrapies work on this game, and honestly that's how, I mean, they shouldn't even made it. I understand there was a difference in real life, but they didn't make it work right, so honestly I wish they just switched it to where everything is like a satrapy, so, because it seems to work better. Again, there's probably mods out there that fix it, and shame on me for not using them. So, sweet, my guy was a victor, and we got a general out of it. Not that I really need him. Not at the moment, at least. Yeah, we're stabilizing public order in this province. That's good. We got an army to keep the Spartans in check in case they quickly want to turn against me for some reason, which I guess is always possible. They're still at war with my companions and still allied with my enemies. That is just absolutely stupid. So, should have just killed them. And if they turn on me, I will be happy to do so. Go ahead and just keep these Boeotians ruined here. I'm going to move forward and sabotage the Achaeans here, and we're going to destroy them because I need to control this province. And all they have is militia hoplites, so they're destined for a beating as well. It is winter time. It's not the best time to be campaigning, but don't really think that we're going to be any hurt. And of course my food, I think, goes down in the winter time as well. We can upgrade all my farms now also. That's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to upgrade this one for now, though. We've captured Thermone. There are some rebels, Ionian rebels here. But we can come back down here and destroy Corinth. Yeah, I don't really feel like fighting this one. So Corinth is pretty much wrecked at this point. Okay, managed to hinder the enemy agent again. My agent's yet to recover from his wounds there, unfortunately. Yeah, Pylos. Why does Sparta has different public order than the rest of this area? That's interesting. I'm going to move up here to Messenia. Alright. My fleet has finished training some more Marines. And I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and train. I've got 4 Archer Marines, 2 Javelin Marines. Let's go ahead and just train in a couple more things and just make this a full stack fleet. And then we should really be able to threaten Boeotia properly. Epirus has kind of left their port undefended here. Yeah, feeling pretty good about things overall here, though I don't... I mean, unless the Persians just straight up go start crazy trying to kill us, or a bunch of our allies turn on us, I don't see anything happening here. And hopefully some of my allies will try and make peace with Sparta, especially if I'm able to get rid of Corinth and Boeotia. I'm thinking if we get rid of them, it may make them more likely to try and make peace with Sparta. Ah, good. Epirus didn't leave their port undefended. Okay, so Boeotians land another small force. Sparta negotiates peace with the Thessalian League. Excellent. Rebellion is imminent up here, that's understandable. I'm gonna stop the adoption. Okay. So, rebellion's imminent here. There's already a rebellion. Not really sure where they're getting that. Thermone is... Oh! Good crap. Guess I probably should have paid attention to the fact that there's a jillion Patchy factories at Thermone. Yeah, this is going to be a tricky situation here. We need to kill these rebels, but I also need to make sure Thermone doesn't get retaken by Corinth here. So I think what I'm going to do is just force march back to Thermone so it's defended. Ignore that Corinthian agent and sabotage these rebels. And there is going to be a rebellion there, that's fine. We can deal with that. Don't have a whole lot of other choices, to be honest. Sabotage failed, that's okay. Feeling quite confident that we can get up here. We're going to declare war. I'm not going to call my allies to help because I don't want anybody to potentially turn against me. And we're going to encircle this settlement and give these guys a little starving out. It's possible that Boeotia might try and make a move against me here, but a lot of my garrison has been reformed. And I've still got this spy. And as long as we're keeping this army at bay, it should be fine. And my agents are getting pretty powerful at this point, which is good for me, bad for my enemies. Let's make sure I don't think I have any other patchy factories. We have stuff we can expand that could be handy. I am going to need to use my money, though, to get Thermone rebuilt properly and try and get it to quit rebelling. Oh, we still have an unassigned skill right here in front of me. There we go. Alright. Really, you're going to besiege Thermone? What chance do you think you have of actually pulling that off? So Corinth wants to attack me with a couple of different armies. Corinthians really don't have anything to fight with here, so I'm going to let the auto-resolve take care of this one. Don't feel like that's worth my time, and we can use that as an opportunity to destroy the Corinthians at the same time. Lost a couple of light cav, it's okay, we can recoup them pretty quickly, or I can just hire some mercenary Hippeus or something. Whereas that puts Corinth into the death blows, and now we can just go mopping up the rebels that are in the province. It almost looked like the Persian Empire was attacking me there. If they did, there wouldn't be much I could do to stop them on all my holdings in the eastern Aegean there. Rebels are going to attack me. That's fine. We'll just take the settlement back from them. They've been sabotaged pretty heavily by enemy units, and they'll be easy pickings on the next turn as well. Alright, got some research complete. Festival of the Gods, +5 wealth from all sources, and it's springtime, and it fixed my food problem. And we should start seeing our income jump up. So let's go public forum, temple. So we're going to spend my money there because that's where we need it at the moment. I can't quite reach those guys in one turn, and I really don't want Macedon to take that settlement, but they're probably going to. That's annoying.
My skills are yours.
Just sabotage up some of these rebels, or at least try to. I didn't succeed. And the Boeotians are now raiding, which is hurting my public order. They're going to want me to turn away from the Achaean League, so I'm going to be forced to come in and destroy these guys. And honestly, I know this episode's just a bit short, but by the time I fight this, it would go way over. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it here, and I'll pick up with the battle against the Achaean League on the next episode here. It looks like they're going to stay in their city and fight me too. So, Heir of Carthage, signing off for now.